How's it going, everybody? This is Kavito7, and this is a pretty important update video to kind of let you guys know what's been happening and what is going to happen. So for those of you that haven't noticed, I haven't really updated anything. I haven't really put any videos up since I think Resident Evil 7 demo was 2 weeks ago, I think. It's been a while. Last week I was going to try and do this video, but I'm still sick, so I'm getting over being sick. I can actually talk in front of the camera and not look like complete shit. Still look a little shitty, so please bear with me on that. But with that being said, I wanted to go ahead and talk about what is going to be happening to the channel and what is going to be going on in the future. So, for those of you that followed me last year, know that I said that I was going to be planning to move because my best friend moved. He was happy and all that other stuff. Well, change of plans. He's coming back. I kind of expected, didn't expect it. You know, it's kind of a bittersweet thing. It sucks because, you know, I wanted him to make it down there and then, you know, eventually work my way to getting down there. But it's kind of nice because he can come back and help me out with the plans that I have for what I want to do. And I can help him because he has a baby now. I've already congratulated him, so I don't think I need to congratulate him, but congratulations nonetheless. There, I just did it. And he has a kid. He's got a girlfriend. You know, he's got that in order, and I kind of want to help him with that while he helps me. We'd actually kind of be helping each other with this, so it's going to be a group project, and that's actually going to segue into what I want to talk about next. What is going to be happening to this channel, and what are the plans for the future? So this channel is probably going to be a lot of vlogging. I just bought a camera. Unfortunately, I can't get the data or the videos to convert over to my computer yet. I just bought a SD card reader, so hopefully I can convert it over. That way I got some transfer utilities and shit like that already installed. I'm just waiting for the damn tool to ship in. And for the future, I want to do a review channel. I don't know what to call it yet. I think I named it VG Review Studios. Stands for Video Game Review Studios. We'd be reviewing video games. And it's going to be not just me. It's going to be me and Casey, my best friend, a.k.a. Lanikin Malachi. And we're going to be doing basically a show together. I'm going to try and make it into a show. Try to do, I want to try and go a whole 9 yards. I want to do podcasts and all this other stuff. Try to involve as much time into this as possible. He's not going to be available 24 hours because he's going to be trying to get a job, you know, hold stuff down. And I'm going to be working as well. So, you know, we're both going to be working, but we're also going to try and bust our ass on this as well. It's going to be I'm probably going to get sleepless nights and probably the same as him as well. But I want to do this and see how well it does. Try to slowly do that, and hopefully it'll do better. It'll do better than this channel, I hope. Because a couple of things about the channel is it's going to be completely unbiased. I will never take sponsors from any company to try to sway the vote in their favor. Gonna try to remain as unbiased as possible. There's probably gonna be some bias along the way there. There are games that I want to anticipate and I want to have a good time with, and therefore, you know, I'm gonna go into the mindset of, well, this might be a great game. Although I'm gonna try to keep it as neutral as possible. Or what we could do is, since Casey will also be doing it as well, I could probably hand him a game that I would probably enjoy playing, and then he could hand me a game that he would probably enjoy playing, and that way we can look at it from maybe not a neutral standpoint, because it all depends on the genre and stuff like that, but we're definitely going to look at it from we're not going to look at it and be like, oh boy, I can't wait to play this game. It's going to be more like, all right, well, let me try this out and see how it turns out and stuff like that. So, not quite sure what games. I have a couple of games in mind that I want to do. I'm not positive on what I want to do after those. I have a couple in mind. One's coming out actually in a couple of weeks, I think. But unfortunately, I'm not going to be able to get it up until next month. I want to try and get the channel started next month because I'm going to be going to try and get Casey up from Texas, because he lived in Texas. I'm going to try and get him up here, and that way wait till he settles in a little bit. Actually, I'll probably make the first episode, make the first video, get it done. I wanted to use the camera. However, it's going to be at least another week probably before I get the part to use to convert the videos over. So I might be stuck with this until the part comes in. I might want to get started on it because one game I already have done. I already have the VO work for the video game. I have the video game footage, all that nonsense, and the game has already been out a couple of months, I think. So it's going to be very outdated, and that's the problem with the channel, the upcoming channel so far, is stuff is going to be a little outdated. And I'm hoping I can try and get previews of games ahead of time, so that way I can kind of build up a mindset or a type of, I don't know, a type of script, I guess, to kind of a list of things of like pros and cons. And, you know, when the official release comes out, I can take a look at that list, be like, okay, what did they improve on? What did they mess up? You know, and then build from there. It would be a lot quicker than to just write a whole list right when it comes out. So there's that. It will be monetized because there's going to be a lot of editing involved. It's going to be just us two, as far as I know, working on the entire project. I might get other people involved later on. Who knows? When it expands, we will cross that bridge when we come to it. And I'll actually have to try to make a Patreon and all that stuff for it. Try and switch it over, and hopefully you guys will get to enjoy content that I actually put a lot of heart and soul into. I mean, walkthroughs, I did put quite a bit of myself into them. However, the editing was a lot lenient, very lenient, I should say. It's very lenient editing. I didn't really, you know, put a ton of effort into the editing process, and a lot of people were complaining because I don't edit a whole fucking lot. Well, get the fuck over it, first off. Secondly, the next channel that I'm going to be doing, I'm going to be taking all of the cons of this channel and try to, you know, push them away or what the hell ever, and try to make a good quality channel. And on top of that, I want the channel to be is one of the best in terms of like review channels. I want, you know, I want to be professional about it. I don't want to be, you know, the people that are like highly edited and do a bunch of fucking nonsense and stuff. There's going to be, you know, some anecdotes and jokes along the way, but I mean, it's not going to be to the point of how ridiculous of, you know, some of the other channels are, and it's not going to sway in the vote of, you know, the game all the time. There's going to be games that aren't going to be so great, and, you know, a lot of reviews. Actually, if I can I, which way? Okay, so if we could put like a little graph over here, a bell. Usually the bell graph. I'm not used to this, so usually with reviews, bear with me here. Usually with review scoring system, you have here. Let's start over here. The beginning here, which is a score of 1, and then over here is a score of 5, because I'm going to be doing a scoring system of 1 through 5. This is 1, this is 5. So usually how a lot of review sites and all that other stuff like GameSpot, IGN, and stuff like that, they usually go like this, with a lot of 5s up at the top, but there isn't, you know, it's kind of, it's just one side. It's like a parabole? Parable. Man, it's been so long. It's been so long since I've been to college to remember all the terms. But there's hardly any zeros, maybe very few ones, couple of 2s, maybe a couple 3s, and then you start getting a lot of 4s and 5s. That's not how I like to score things. Usually I like to do the bell thing where it's 0, 1, or 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Well, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You know, with a lot of them being at the 3, and then very few 5s, and a couple of 4s, and a couple of 2s, and very few 1s. You know, for those of you that don't know what a bell bell graph is. That's usually what it is, and that's how they determine IQ as well. Usually the average IQ is right in the middle, and then the smarter people, slightly smarter people there, and then the very smart people are the very few. In the same way, it works the other way around. That's usually how that's how a review system should work. There should be a lot of threes. Three should actually be a decent score, 4 a good score, and then 5 an excellent, and then 2 is a poor, and then 1 is just it's literally unplayable. So that's the kind of base that I'm going to be doing off of. For those of you that actually watch X Play, it will be mostly it'll be like X Play almost in every single way, just because I liked how that show was made. I liked their judging system, their grading system, and it's a very accurate depiction, and it tries to get to the average gamer. And that's why I said if there's a game that I would be excited about, I'd probably, give it to Casey, be like, I want you to play this, and give a unbiased review on it, unbiased opinion, and then say he loves the game, he can give it to me and say, like, hey, I'd really like this game, however, I don't want to review it because I feel that I would sway in the favor of it, and all that other stuff. So there's going to be a lot of 3s, couple of 4s and 2s, and then very few 5s and 1s. 5s are reserved for the best of the best, like, definite candidate of best game of the year. Last year, if I could, actually, I think it was 2 years ago, the Metal Gear Solid 5 came out. That, for me, was a 5 out of 5, just because it was so well done. The only minor issue I had was the story. However, the gameplay was just so fun. I would spend hours on end just playing it. That games like that would be a 5 out of 5. Possibly a 4. Actually, come to think of it, it would probably be a 4. 5s are like blow me out of the water. Okay, that sounded terrible, but you get what I mean. It's really got to push itself to a very good limit, and that was the thing too. Is my grading system is going to be based on performance of the game and stuff like that. It's not going to be just, gameplay story, unfortunately. And a lot of it's going to be PC only because I don't have a console. We might get a console later on, consoles, and try to play games that way. We'll see what the future holds. I don't want to get too far ahead of myself because, like, when we were planning to move a year ago, those plans tend to fall by the wayside, and they usually get ruined. So that's what's going on with that. Personally, I've started getting back into weightlifting. That's also why I've kind of been inactive on the channel as well. I've been spending a lot of time working out again. I feel great. I love it. Actually getting into powerlifting. So now I'm actually by myself benching over 200 pounds. Feels nice. It feels nice to not have anybody there and to just push that much out. I remember years ago, I had 130 on the bench and I put it down to my chest and I couldn't lift it back up. And, I never want that feeling again, to have that ton of weight on top of me and I can't get it up. So, and it'll probably be a lot more difficult the heavier the weight is. So if I go with 315 and it gets stuck on my chest, I'm kind of fucked. Because you can't just roll that off your body. It's 315 fucking pounds. But either way, that's also what the vlog videos are going to entail as well, is there's going to be fitness. It's going to be a lot of fitness, probably some organization to the future channel, probably talking to Casey and stuff like that. So we're going to see what happens. I'm taking it one step at a time, being careful with everything to make sure that I'm not, going to screw myself over this time around. Learning a lot on this channel, so that way with the next channel, when I make the next channel, I can actually do better. So with that in mind, I'm going to call it there. Thank you so much for watching. I'm very sad to say that, I'm not going to be able to, I don't know what's going to happen to the videos, the series that I had going on here. I might finish them, I might not. I might put some of the videos up just to clear up some space on my hard drive and stuff like that. But, again, we'll take it one step at a time. If I upload it, I upload it. If I don't, I don't. I don't really feel like putting a lot of stuff on here anymore, just because, I just don't want to build up any excitement towards something. I don't want people to get excited for something, which, the whole 1, 2 of you. Don't want you to get excited for something and then, you know, say, oh well, we're done with that. So I don't know what's going to happen to it quite yet. I would expect more vlog videos, more like update-ish stuff videos. People seem to really like those. So I would just say if you enjoy those, then I would say stay tuned, because that's probably what's going to end up happening to this channel. Until then, that's going to do it for now. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you all in the next video.